It's the Paris Chong Show.
How long have you been shooting? I mean, taking photos.
Yeah,
I can't say shooting
over
anymore.
50 years. I started when there were less attorneys.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
The great old days.
People didn't have you sign releases like we do today. And I was able to get, my base was in motorsports.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not been my only love. I mean,
Right.
I do photography along the lines of
And you're
inspired.
a broadcaster.
Right, yeah. But I'm inspired by guys like Ralph Gibson and others. I mean, there hasn't been a photographer that I've met or seen their work that hasn't had an effect on me, both positive or negative.
Right.
Okay? And when you listen to the Beatles, you're listening to everybody they ever listened to. I mean, it might be country western. It might, with Carl Perkins, big influence with George Harrison. It could be Little Richard. It could be all of that. And their music was a homologation of all their, experiences.
Right.
And that's the way I look at my other photography. The more artistic, the more abstract, the more cultural, pop, whatever. I mean, I'm sort of like all over.
No, but your photos are incredible.
Yeah, well,
so
thank
much
you.
so that Ed is going to be showing this year at the Leica Gallery LA in November, December, our holiday show, which is always a good show.
That's great. I'll wear my
Yeah.
Christmas suit. No, I'm so excited about
He's dressing
that.
like Santa.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'm so
Perfect. I was looking for someone.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Hey, I'll do anything.
Oh my God, we've got him.
Yeah.
But you're a little bit thin for Santa, but
Well, I
I
can
don't
put
know.
on the suit.
But Santa does Ozempic now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Everybody
it's
does
perfect.
Ozempic
It's LA.
now.
Yeah, it's LA.
Exactly. And I can't even spell it. But anyway, but
I
you
would
know,
never do that.
Yeah. Well,
I would not even if I don't feel like I need to lose. I mean, I want to lose 5 pounds, but I would never take a drug.
Yeah.
Or is it a shot? It looks like
I guess.
I don't know. I can't
you're
imagine.
talking to the uninformed.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know what it is.
I read an article. I have to say
Why?
there was an article in, I think
What
it was
is
the
it?
Wall Street Journal, about a lady who wanted to get off of it and was concerned about whether she could keep the weight off. And she was able to, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because all I know about that drug is that supposedly those drugs, once you go on them, you can't come off.
Yeah.
But here's a case where maybe you can. But yeah, I agree.
I know.
Look
I think it would serve
everybody
everyone
wants
right
to
if you
lose
blew
5
up
pounds.
if you take them off. I think it'd be like perfect if like when they find out what's really going on with it, like you stop taking it and you get gargantuous.
Yeah. There's a
and
movie
you're
in
bigger
that.
than you ever were before in your whole life.
Eddie Murphy is writing a movie
Yeah.
on that right now.
I hope so. I don't the whole idea of taking drugs. Like I mean, I don't know. That's so 80s, but I just don't want to take anything unless it's like going to really save my. I need it to save my life. I don't see why anyone would do that.
Well, I think most.
Everyone's doing
I think
it though.
most doctors. Well, look, with everything has a side effect,
Yeah.
and so you always, as people get older and they have to take this drug for that and that drug
Mm-hmm.
for that, it's always weighing the benefits versus the
That's
downside.
right. That's right.
And those decisions have to be made, and sometimes the benefits are well worth it.
Have that
for the
heart
downside.
attack. Just have that heart
Yeah,
attack, and
yeah,
don't take
yeah.
that
Go
other
down
stuff.
hard.
Makes you no.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
it's a toss up between dementia and a heart attack. But what's worse?
Yeah, I mean, look, this goes to cancer treatment. Sometimes the cure is worse than the disease.
Oh boy, I hate thinking about that.
Yeah, but yeah, look, everybody wants to lose 5 pounds.
Everybody.
Okay, I mean, honest to
Oh,
God, I
come
think
on.
if you
You
ran an
cannot.
ad out
You
here,
are so thin. I know you don't want to lose 5 pounds. Where would you lose it? In your hair?
yeah, it could. But anyway, I've got stuff hidden up
No,
here.
you
but
have
anyway,
good hair.
But yeah, I think though that's everybody would like to quote be better.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why all these self-help books and everything is always a good seller every year. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
sort of it appeals to all of us.
I know, but it's like it's so much pressure though. Like everyone wants to be better, but what if it wasn't so much pressure and everyone could just be them and not have to feel
Oh, I agree.
like they were having to keep up with everything else.
I agree. I think the greatest freedom in life, one of them, is once you accept yourself for who you are, and that's as big in the art and photography world.
Yeah.
Once you find your voice, once you find what it is that's unique to you, and not a copy of someone
Yeah.
else, and you are, secure enough then to go down that road and plow the field and stay. Look at this, you find this in comedy.
Yeah.
People like Leno, whoever, they didn't start out an overnight sensation.
No.
You gotta plow that field. You gotta work it. You gotta get out there, et cetera. And it's the same thing in everything. You gotta stay true to your belief. And look at people told Leno he needed to get a chin job.
reduction.
I think Tom Selleck, somebody told him he needed something. Burt Reynolds, it was told he needed something.
He
there's
needed a
always-
bigger mustache.
Yeah,
They
you know
told
what?
him
There's
his
always
mustache was
somebody
too
that's going to
small.
tell you that, if you only had baloney to all that, you have to take, like I tell my daughters, girls, you got to play the cards that you're dealt.
Yep.
Okay? You don't get the
You're
hand.
flat-chested. Deal
Yeah,
with it.
Well, yeah, whatever. If whatever, you get a certain hand, you've got to play that hand the best you can.
That's good you said that.
It's the Paris Chong Show.